Real Talk Recovery, where we talk about recovery from addiction and I share my life with you. So, I thought I would come on and just do a Saturday Night Live with you guys. I am real quickly gonna just like rinse my face off. We just got back from my son's friend Ethan's birthday party. Hey, Kim. And it was so much fun. They had like Nerf gun wars, and so it was just a blast, totally a blast. So yeah, let me just spray my face. Okay, and then let me just put this treatment on it. Did you get it? All right, good deal. I just thought that would be nice to send you guys out something to just congratulate you both, all three of you guys, for your sobriety time. It's a big deal. It's a huge accomplishment, and I want you guys to know how proud I am of you guys. So if you do have a sobriety date and you want me to recognize it, all you have to do, guys, is list your sobriety date below in the below on my community tab, and that way I can put it in my calendar. So what's today? I think today's the 21st. I know I have a couple of you that are coming up. I know Megan's fixing to have 90 days on the 26th. And there's a couple, I think maybe one or two of you guys that are coming up at the beginning of the month too. So I will make sure that I set alarms in my phone to remind me when you guys' sobriety birthdays come up, so I can get your address and send you a card in the mail. Now, I will have a post office box soon, so that way, if you guys are interested in like sending me anything, like writing or something, we could be pen pals. And I think that'll be really fun. I just have to go pay for my post office box. It's like, I think it was like $36 for 6 months. So it's not really expensive, but I just have to go get it. You know how it is. Getting down to the post office is just, yeah, Christmas cards. That would be cool. I could send out RTR Christmas cards. Also, my friend Leonard was talking about my tie-dyes and stuff, and I was thinking that I'm going to start doing personalized tie-dyed shirts for Real Talk Recovery. So I'm going to do a couple like practice tie-dyes, and once I get the hang of it, I will show you guys what they're going to look like, and if you want to order one, you can order one. They're just going to be made to order. You'll just PayPal me or something, and then I'll get your size. And I think I'm going to do hoodies, long sleeve t-shirts, and regular t-shirts, and tank tops. So whichever one you like the most, you just got to let me know. Hey, Cindy. So yeah, I want to do personalized, like I want to do them on my own. So they're like not some kind that come off the, not some generic ones. Like I want to do them on my own. I might even open up an Etsy shop where I like put all of it there, Hey, Dr. B. Oh, for sure. I will let you know. Yeah, so I was thinking about we could do that, and it'll be like really, you guys, I don't know about you guys, but I love tie-dye. And so I even like the distressed hoodies and stuff that people are making. Hey, what's up, 80s baby? Okay, cool. So if y'all are cool with that, like I said, it's not going to be like, I want to do it like more personalized, so that way, they're more like something that I worked on from my heart for you guys. So if you guys would like to support, that would be so cool. All right, well, that's the plan, to do Real Talk Recovery tie-dyes. So, let me get down in here. Can y'all see me okay? I know it's probably dark, but I'm just going to come in here Put my phone down right there. I'm in my room. Let me get my glasses on. Okay, so how's everybody doing? How is everybody doing? How's everyone doing in their recovery? Are any of you guys struggling? All right, Dr. B, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in. You guys don't forget, if you haven't subscribed to Dr. B's channel, he also has a YouTube channel, and he's working really hard on fighting for us addicts and helping us and fighting against the stigma. So, oh, you guys, I also did my episode with the Nod Squad today. It was really cool. Like, I really want to encourage you guys to go over and check out his podcast. And he also has an Instagram, and it's all called the Nod Squad. NOD space squad. We talked about my prison experience and what it was like for me going into prison. I told him how, yes, that's how it is, the Nod Squad. Hey, Nick, what's up? Hey, Misty, what's up, girl? We talked about my prison experience and doing a year there. I talked to him about, like, what was the moment. Hey, Angel. I'm so glad you found me on Instagram, girl, and on Facebook. We talked about what it was like for me and how I transitioned and what made me, like, want to get sober and change my life. And I also shared about being on Suboxone and how many people judge us because of, being on Suboxone, and what it's been like for me going through that. Because I don't think people realize that, it's a problem, between other addicts judging other addicts. And it sucks. It sucks. Especially when you work really hard, to get to a point in your sobriety and you're starting to feel good about yourself, starting to feel proud. Like, I'm starting to feel like I'm making progress in my life, And for me to say, hey guys, I've been sober since July 13th, 2015. I'm so proud of that. I feel like I'm finally, like, getting my life together, and I feel confident. I feel happy, right? And it hurts my heart whenever I say, hey, Angel, love you, girl. When I say, hey, I've been sober since July 13th, and then people want to say mean comments like, you're on Suboxone, get the fuck out of here. So I kind of wanted to talk to you guys about that. So over the last week or so, my channel's been growing quite quickly, I guess. Like, a lot of people have been finding me that are new, right? And so I'm on Suboxone, for anybody here that's new that doesn't know. Okay? I am on medically assisted treatment. I have been on medically assisted treatment since August of 2015. I went into treatment in July, and I finished treatment, and when I came out of treatment, hey, Missa, my husband was on Suboxone. And so I talked to the CPS, my CPS caseworker, and I talked to my counselor and my therapist and my doctor and my mother and father, and we decided that would be a good route for me.
Guess where I'm running from?
What? Okay, go get a shower with Daddy. So I've been on Suboxone for about 4 years, and honestly, you guys, it was the best decision I ever made in my whole entire life. Okay? From the time I was 17 till the time I was 32, I was in active addiction, okay? With some short intervals, nothing more than 9 months of sobriety, okay? I went to prison for a year, and I was sober in prison. Well, I did hydros while I was there, so I still wasn't even sober in prison. But I had relapsed after relapse after relapse after relapse, okay? So when my son got taken away from me, I had to make a decision, and I had to look at my past behaviors and decide whether or not I thought I could stay sober on my own, right? Without the extra help. And at that time, when I was less than 30 days sober, I made a decision that no, I don't think I can. And I got put on Suboxone. Now, ever since I got put on Suboxone, you guys, I haven't had really any bad experiences with my doctor or with anything really. I pass all my drug screens. I go in every third month, and I have a random drug screen. I have a pill count, and I talk to my doctor, and I let him know like how I'm doing in my recovery. And I think it was back in January we started tapering me. So I have tapered from 12 milligrams, and right now I'm at 6 milligrams. And we have been tapering every third month. We take away 2 milligrams. Okay? Nate, go. Sorry, guys. I think it's really, really important for like all of us to be super supportive of each other, no matter whether you're abstinent on Suboxone, on methadone, whether you are, look at me, you guys, I even want people to know that if you're taking Kratom and that helps you stay sober and you're being a productive member of society and you're not losing your life to the disease of addiction, then guess what? I'm proud of you, right? Oh, you guys did? I didn't know that. So, Angel, you're from the sunny side? I'm so excited. Like, I love Sunny. And Sunny has been such a vocal supporter of mine. And I have, honestly, you guys, throughout my YouTube career, because I speak about how I feel and I'm very passionate, I'm not going to back down to anyone. A lot of people, you know, they don't come over here and support me because I stand for what I stand for, and I'm not going to back down. But the people who do rock with me, okay, like Sunny, like Nick, like Jeff, like Joy to the World, like all the people that rock with me that have YouTube channels, okay, Jexie, Megan, those people rock with me no matter what. But there's some people, they don't rock with me, and that's okay. But I'm telling you guys right now, I have learned who is for me and who's not. And I want to help everyone better their lives. I want to help anyone build their channel up, right? Like, I shout out everybody's channel. Nick has a channel. Jexie has a channel. Megan has a channel. Angel has a channel. She just hasn't put anything on it yet. I mean, anybody that comes into my comment section or comes onto my channel, I'm going to let people know, if I believe in what you're doing and I think you're doing the right thing, then I'm going to shout out your channel, you know? But I've really learned the hard way, like, not everyone wants to see you do good in life. And that's been really hard for me because I don't feel like that about other people. Like, if I don't get along with somebody or I disagree with them, I don't wish bad on them, you know? I don't want anything I don't want them to fail, you know? And it's taken me a long time to get to that point, you guys, where I'm not just carrying around baggage of resentment. You know, I used to carry around all that resentment, and what it did was it drove me damn insane. It drove me insane. It's crazy, but some people truly do want to see you fail because it makes them feel better about themselves. Nick, it really, really does. And I used to not think that. I used to think, surely not. No. But what started happening is I started seeing the people around me that I thought were my supporters, letting other people come to them and talk crazy about me. Like, here's the thing. If I stand for you and I rock with you, if somebody else comes around and they're like, pss, 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 yeah, guess what I'm going to do? I don't know why you're talking shit to me. Don't talk shit about my friend in front of me. It's a saying that, do you guys listen to South Park Mexican? He says, if you feel comfortable talking shit about that person in front of me, what are you saying when I'm not around? And that's how it is, man. I'm telling you what. And I also have had to start to realize that, and this kind of goes along with people who judge others who are on Suboxone, right? If somebody's so focused on what I'm doing and what medications I'm on, then guess what that tells me? That tells me that that person's not 100% focused on what's going on in their own life. And so that right there tells me, It's not anything to do with me, right? It's a projection of how that person's feeling on the inside. And that's what me and Brian were talking about. The guy from the Nod Squad. I really want you guys to check out his podcast. It's so bomb, and I'll let you guys know as soon as our episode goes up about addiction. Yes, Angel, upload a video, girl. So, really though, you guys, like, if you're in recovery and you're in the recovery community, I just want to help people. I want you to feel good about yourself. We beat ourselves up enough, right? I beat myself up enough in active addiction. I talked crazy to myself enough in active addiction. I don't need anyone else doing it for me, right? And I feel the same way about other people. Like, I don't have to attack anybody else, because I know if they were anything like me, then they were struggling and they beat themselves down, you know? It's been such a hard time for me. Like, I've really been learning so much, you guys, and I'm totally 100% going to admit it. Like, I've learned so much. It's much more helpful to pay attention to the people who love and support you. Absolutely. And you know what? The world kicks our asses enough. I don't need to get in the line. Exactly. And that's what honestly, you guys, like, that is why, okay, so a lot of people are like, Nicole, why do you go over to that channel? They talk about drama, right? I have some friends that have channels that are drama channels. And honestly, you guys, those girls, that person, those people are my friends, my real life friends, right? That's why I don't bring in and put drama here on my channel, though, because I truly believe in practicing positivity, practicing positive thinking, practicing what I put out into the world is going to come back to me. I truly 100% believe in that, because I have seen it come to fruition in front of my eyes. The more I put out love, positivity, support, just good vibes in general, the more those good vibes, they come right back to me. I'm going to tell you guys something. Working with other people, working with addicts who are in active addiction, working with people who are sick and struggling that come to my channel for help, or reach out to me in DMs for help, or just ask me, hey, can you help? Can you be a mentor? Can you just like check on me every now and then? And I take it seriously, you guys. It's not a joke. Like, I take it seriously. When one of you guys reaches out to me and you're drinking and you're drunk or you're fucked up, I'm worried about you. I can't go to sleep at night because I'm thinking, oh God, are they okay? Are they going to overdose? What do I need to do? How can I get a hold of somebody that can help them? What can I send somebody that way? Do I need to get a hold of their mom and dads? You know what I mean? Like, I want to help you guys, and I don't want you to be out there struggling. I don't want you to feel like you need to put yourself out there and go get fucked up to feel better about yourself. And that's what I'm trying to share with you guys. I'm trying to share with you guys that, you know, that alcohol, that needle, that dope, that crack pipe, that pill, that shit's not going to make you feel any better. That shit's temporary, you know? Okay, Krissy, love you. That is a temporary fix, okay, you guys? Our problems aren't going to go up. They don't go away overnight, all right? My problems don't go away overnight. But when I add alcohol and drugs on top of my already flaming problems, it only ignites the fire and that problem gets even worse. So I worry about a lot of you guys because I see you practicing I see you making the same mistake over and over again, and I see you reaching for substances to cope with how you're feeling on the inside. Okay? Maybe you're going through a hard time because you have a child that has been taken from you and is in CPS custody. Maybe you have lost a loved one that was close to you to the disease of addiction. Maybe you are in a relationship with someone who doesn't treat you with respect like they should. Maybe you have trauma, unresolved trauma that you haven't addressed. Maybe you're suffering and struggling with real pain and you are in pain all the time. These are all reasons that we use and grab substances to cope with those feelings, right? I see so many of you guys that have these kind of things going on in your life, and I see you wanting to get better, but then you go and you get the dope, or then you go and you get the bottle, right? And you'll stick with me for a little bit, you know, you'll walk it out for me for a couple days, and then you'll go and you'll get the bottle. And that's what I'm saying. Like, guys, I want you to stay for the long haul. I want you to make changes and not go to the bottle. When the bottle starts calling you, or the dope starts calling you, that's when you need to call me or reach out to somebody else that's sober and call them. Because here's the thing. Liz, I knew you were going to be in here, girl. Thank you. When that bottle's calling you and you're not calling somebody before you get to the bottle, that's what's happening, you guys. That's what I see so many of you guys making the mistake over and over again, is that you're not calling me before you pick up. You're calling me afterward. And you know I'm not going to be mad at you. You know I'm not going to judge you. I'm never going to judge you. I'm just going to be like, are you okay? What can I do to help you? Do you feel better now that you got it out of your system? You know, I'm going to encourage you to get back on track, to get back on the wagon, and let's move forward. But, you know, guys, like, I'm not a therapist. I'm not a counselor. I'm just a girl who's in recovery, and I'm just trying to share my experience to help you so you don't have to make the same mistakes I made over and over again. You know, I understand that I made the same mistakes over and over again because I wasn't ready to get sober. But if you had asked me back then, are you ready to get sober, Nicole? I would have told you without even flinching, yes, I'm ready, right? But when I look back on that, I realized that I wasn't ready yet, you know? So I really want you guys to start realizing that alcohol and that pipe or that drug is not going to comfort you, you know? You know what does help? Talking to somebody who's been through what you've been through. Misty says, I used to do that to my old sponsor. I would call her after I used. Oh, girl, we've all been there. I've done it too. But if I can see it and I'm watching you do it, I would be doing you a disservice by not saying, hey, you're calling me after the fact. That's not what you need to do. You need to call me before it happens, right? And that's one thing that I'll always do with you guys. I'm not ever going to like shoot you wrong. I'm not ever going to lie to you to spare your feelings, okay? I'm just going to keep it real with you. And if you keep on picking up before you get a hold of me, then that's what's going to happen, okay? 80s baby said, I drunk texted Nicole before. Yes, you have. And you know what? Frank, I love you, and I want you to start trying to pick up before you go and get drunk. You know, text me before you go hang out with your friends. Because here's the thing. Hey, Classy, sometimes I might be able to help you make a better decision. Sometimes you might just need somebody to talk to and say, you know what, you're right, Nicole. I probably don't need to go out and hang out with my friends tonight. That's a good idea. I think I'll just stay in. I think I'll just rent a movie. I think I just Netflix and chill. You know, it was difficult for me, especially when my son was in the custody of the state, you guys, because I was very depressed. I was crying so much. I would go to bed at night and I would see my son in my dreams, and he wasn't with me. It was hard. 80s baby says, it's so rough, man. My life is in shambles. I don't see the end of the tunnel, but I know it's there. And you know what? I totally understand. And I can say, like, you know, now that I'm on the other side of it and my son's in the next room playing with his dad, driving me insane, like, I can tell you that if you throw your whole self into working hard to get your kid back, then your whole life is going to change, and you can do it. I promise you, you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. But I'm telling you, it took 100%. It took every part of me. Okay? It took me, hey, Kristen, it took me getting involved. First of all, I had to get involved in some meetings, you guys, okay? I had to get connected to a sober support network. I had to get other people in my life that I trusted, that I could talk to, that would guide me and help me. You know what I mean? And I had to stop crying about losing my son. And I had to start working to win and get him back. I was so busy kicking myself in the ass because I lost him that I was letting the state win by being depressed, by crying, by getting fucked up, by drinking myself into a tizzy, right? So I had to pull my head out of my ass and I had to start fighting for my son, or else I was just going to be forfeiting him to the state of Arkansas. And you know what? Fuck that. I'm not doing that. And so I'm telling you, it was the hardest thing I've ever done in my life was stay away from drugs and alcohol, because I was so used to doing it for so long. It was second nature to me to get fucked up. It was second nature to me to walk down to the dope man's house. Okay? Nick says, that dark tunnel is the worst when you can see no light. It's hard to keep going, but that's when you have to have some type of support group. Small steps equal great distances. Right. And when you're, okay, so the tunnel is super dark, right? You might not be able to see the light. Maybe you see a little sparkle of a star down there all the way at the end of the tunnel, right? That support network that you build around you, those other sober sisters and brothers that you get in your life, like these people right here that are in this freaking chat right now, okay? Those are the people who are going to say, hey man, I know it's there. Let me pick you up. And one person will get on the other side of you, and the other person will get on this side of you, and they will help you walk down the tunnel closer and closer and closer to the light. That's what support is all about, okay? So also, remember how it said, I know you guys have all heard the Bible stories and stuff like that. All we have to do is have faith. How big? As small as a mustard seed. Just a little grain of faith, okay? But faith without works. So faith with no action is not going to get you anywhere. Okay, so you can have all the faith in the world, but if you're not taking action and making change, then you're not going to get down the tunnel. So you got to get that faith, and you got to take the action, and you got to get the support. And then you can go down that tunnel together, and you won't be alone. But that's the thing, you guys, like, I battled myself for many, many years, because I just thought I should be able to handle it on my own, right? I just thought that I didn't need help. I should know how to do this. I should know how to stay sober. I'm a grown-ass woman, right? Wrong. If it was about doing it on your own, we would have all done it on our own a long time ago, okay? That's not what this is about. That's not what our addiction, we need help, okay? We use drugs and alcohol because we were seeking something outside of ourselves. All right? So now that we're getting sober, we have to seek outside of ourselves for the help and support. All right? And as we build our support and as we build our strength within us, okay, and we start learning about what makes us tick, right? What's making me want to get high and drunk? Okay? Am I insecure? Am I hurting? Did something happen to me when I was younger that I'm trying to cover up these feelings that keep creeping up? You know, a lot of you guys come from broken homes. A lot of you guys have moms and dads who maybe are in active addiction. Absolutely, Liz. And I'm telling you guys, like, I truly, truly, truly believed that I should be able to do this all on my own. And that's why I failed for so many years. because I was trying to do it on my own. And I kept trying and I kept on failing because I didn't have the strength. By myself, just me, I couldn't do it. But when I got other people involved and I got a support system, I got God on my side, then my strength started building. And that's what's helped me, you guys. It's about unity, it's about support, it's about transparency, it's about humility, it's about courageousness, it's about strength and willingness and honesty and open-mindedness. I mean, I could say so many things, but all these things are so, so important. And the only thing I can tell you, if you're struggling and you're still getting high and drunk, you need to get help. Okay? You have to get help. Stop trying to do it on your own. Stop. Because if you keep on trying to do this on your own, you're going to try yourself right into the grave. And then there's not going to be a second chance. That's what I'm saying, you guys. Life and death is what we're talking about here. We're not spring chickens anymore. All right? I'm about to be 38 years old. I can't take another relapse. If I go back out, I'm going to die. My old ass is going to have a heart attack and die. We can't handle it no more. We got to get past that. Do you know what I'm saying? So we got to, and listen, you guys, I actually, a lot of the times I joke and I say things that are, I'm I like to have a little bit of humor when I'm talking about things with you guys, but I'm serious, right? My body can't take it anymore. I'm not the way I was just talking to. Listen to this. Y'all are going to be so freaking proud of me. Listen to me. Well, Frank, do you want to start having consequences? Because that's what's going to happen. You might not have any consequences right now, but what will happen is you will start to have consequences. Something will happen. You'll get a DWI, you'll get a public intox, and then you're going to have to eat your words. Don't let it get to that point, babe. Tonight, my little boy went to a birthday party, and all the parents were drinking beers, nothing serious. And me and my husband went. And I didn't drink. And I didn't want to drink. And it felt really good. And I was able to be down there and play with my son. And they were doing Nerf wars. And I was with a whole bunch of regular people, regular parents, like normies. And it was just great. I was able to be present for my son and not worry about whether or not I was going to get drunk and act stupid. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I just feel good. I feel proud of myself. I'm like, yeah, Nicole, you don't need to drink to have fun. And you don't have to do anything like that. You can be 100% sober and be 100% present there for your son. And that's how I want it to be, So, anyway, I just wanted you to come on and talk to you guys and kind of just, I always want to encourage you guys and give you hope, okay? I wish that whenever I was out there in my active addiction, that there was a YouTube channel or somewhere I could come where there was somebody giving hope out, right? Giving hope out all the time. And I don't know, if I had that, it might have made a really big difference in my life, If I could just sit in my home and watch somebody on YouTube and listen and hear that, right? Hey, Danny boy, that's the point now I'm always home with my daughter every weekend when my boyfriend goes out to drink. I just don't have the urge to do it anymore. I did too much before I had her. Kristen, that is good, girl. I'm proud of you. And here's the thing, we got to be there for our kids. Us moms and dads, those of us that have children, you guys, when we are drinking or getting high, we're not able to be present in our child's life. I don't care what you say. Don't even argue with me. If you're drinking, smoking, or eating dope or popping pills, you are not 100% there for your kid, right? I'm telling you guys, okay? We have to be 100% for our children, and they know when we're not. That's the thing, that's the kicker. They know. Kids are so resilient, and they're so, my son, he's on it like white on rice, y'all. if I'm having a day where I'm even not on my 100% game, he's like, Mom, are you okay? Mom, are you having a bad day today? He knows me. He knows me. Can you imagine if I tried to get fucked up? He'd be like, oh, heck, what's going on? He would know. That's how smart these kids are. And we don't want to do that and be an example to them. Do you know what I'm saying, you guys? Because when they see that, then they're going to think, hey, well, I can do that when I get older, you know? And so that's what I always have to remind myself. Like, I'm setting an example for my son, you know? And my son is so smart, you guys. He knows that what I do on my channel is I help people not do drugs. He knows that I help people with recovery. And he knows how much I care about you guys and how I want to help you guys do better. And my son cares about people just like I do. When we're driving down the road and my little boy sees somebody that's struggling or homeless, he always says, let's stop and let's go check on them. Let's go talk to them and see if they're okay. And that's because that's what I've taught him, that it doesn't matter what somebody's going through. It doesn't matter if they're rich or poor, homeless, or have a beautiful home, that everybody those are people. That's somebody's daughter. That's somebody's son. That's somebody's dad. That's somebody's mom over there. Hey, Rod. I remember being homeless. I remember asking people for $3, $2, $1, and people would look at me like I was the scum of the earth. And all I needed was a little bit of help. Do you know what I'm saying, you guys? I always try to remember that. I never want to forget what it was like when I was going through that time in my life, because I don't ever want to be hardened and not feel that compassion in my heart for others. Because that's what it is. I have compassion. I want to help other people. Now, don't get me wrong. I am all about people making their own way. I'm all about people working for what they have. I don't believe in just like giving people like wads and wads of money. Yes, I will go and I will give somebody change or $2 or buy them a meal, right? But I believe that especially us addicts, I believe that we have to work for what we get. Because if we don't, a lot of us we will take it for granted, you know? So I do believe in like setting boundaries and making sure that, you know, we work our way up, we get ourselves jobs, and, you know, we're responsible. But I try to remember and keep compassion in my heart. And one way that I do is by remembering what it was like, y'all, whenever I was there. Because I never want to forget what it was like when I was out there in active addiction. Because the day that I forget what it was like is the day that it's not going to be good news. And then I'm going to be running around acting like I'm fucking some hot shit. Do you speak in rehabs? You know what, Adam? I go back to the treatment center that I graduated at, and I talk there on Monday nights. Probably like once every other 2 months maybe, but not a lot. I mean, if somebody asked me to, of course I would, right? And I love going and sharing when I go in meetings, and a lot of the times whenever I do, it's just like I cry just like I do with you guys. Like, honestly, you guys, how I am here on my channel, this is exactly what I'm like in real life. Like, this is what I am. This is who I am. And I will never, ever be fake or phony or put on some kind of front. This is me. This is my 100% reality, you know. And anywhere you find me, if you find me on Instagram, on Facebook, or email me or call me on the phone, this is how I am. This is 100% me. I just have a compassion. I have a love for helping others in my heart. And it's because I've been down and out in my addiction before. So I never, ever want to hurt anybody or make anybody feel like they don't have a chance or they don't have a purpose. I want to encourage all you guys to keep on fighting for your sobriety, fighting for your recovery, because you have a purpose. All of you guys can share your experience to help other people, and it can save people's lives. It can save people's lives. So, I love you guys. I just wanted to pop on and give you guys some hope, talk to you guys for a little bit, let you guys know how my weekend has been going. And I love you guys. Hey, AMO, recovery from addiction, honey. Recovery from the disease of addiction. I love you guys. I want you guys to be successful in everything that you do, okay? Hey, Jeff. Jeff has a channel too, you guys. It's called The Recovery. I love you guys, and I want all of you guys to know that I'm here for you no matter what, okay? If you need to talk, if you want to reach out, just email me. Email me. I will send you my phone number, okay? I promise you. And I'm telling you guys, fight, fight, fight. Keep fighting for your life. Don't ever give up. Oh, Adam has a channel too, you guys. Sorry, Adam, I forgot about that. Adam has a channel too. If you have a channel, you guys, and you want to say, hey, I have a channel, I don't mind if you say it. Just don't spam my comment section with saying, hey, I got a channel. Drop it once and then let's move on. But I want you guys to know that I support you. And so if you have a channel, you can shout it out. I don't mind. I love you guys. We can all share subscribers. You know, there's enough people on YouTube for us all to have millions of subscribers. We got to start working harder to get each other's channels out. If we could all start working together and start networking more, we could start sharing each other's channels around, you guys. Okay? That's what we got to do. And so for those of you that have YouTube channels, we got to work together. And there's no competition. Collaborating with each other, shouting each other's channels out, sharing each other's videos on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, right? That'll help all of us. So that's what we got to do. We got to help each other grow, okay? And if you guys have any, if you guys need me to help you with anything or any questions, just shoot me a text, shoot me an email. Like I said, I will do anything I can to support you guys, all right? I love you guys so, so much. Hey, Liz, thanks for that. Thanks for the pistachio ice cream money, girl. I love you. You know I love that pistachio ice cream. Okay, guys, so tomorrow is Sunday, and we will have, tomorrow night at 7, we'll do a evening time meditation. So I'll see you guys tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, okay? Be good. I love you guys so much.